Players Championship 5, and after two 9-darters last night during European Tour qualifiers, we had two more today. This one a Dutch delight as Danny Noppert nails perfection. Would that catapult Noppy to the toppy? Could Gaga produce some greatness? One for the German giant? Or how about Gerwyn Price? Could he silence the haters, tossing tungsten on the trolls? Today on High Roller Radio. Yes, a busy day in Barnsley. Hashtag PC5 as the PDC Pro Tour continues at a fast and furious pace. Qualifiers last night for the European Tour events next month in Leverkusen and Hildesheim, and now Players Championship 5. Pro Tour announced Modus Darts. The boys are back in Barnsley. Who do you fancy to have a run this weekend? Well, a lot of people would have picked this guy. Great graphic here posted by Darts Behind the Hockey. MVG, though, is not playing this weekend. Even still, a good question posed. Is Michael Van Gerwen in beast mode, unstoppable right now? The answer, my friends, has to be yes. From one darting legend to another, Dave Whitcomb bunkered down and ready for the arrows. Today, I will mostly be watching the live stream, he tweeted. Booing and hissing, he said. Hissing and booing. Pint in hand and doing the Mexican wave. It will be like I was there. There on Twitter today, we spotted a brand new Darts fan page. Darren Webster's Our Little Man is in action today, it tweeted. We gave it a follow. How can you not like Demolition Man? PDC on the floor letting us know the order of play for Streamboard 1. Then again, for Streamboard 2. Lots of great tilts on the card. Again, we thank you for that at PDC on the floor. All right, here we go. We pick up the Johnny Clayton, Gavin Carlin match, tied at 1. First one's up today. This double 16 leveled things at 2. Nice shot from the Ferret. The pair would go back and forth in this one, but from 3-3 it was all Wales. Johnny be good here on double 12 for 5-3. You can make the final 6-4. Clayton advances. On stream 2, Peter Wright taking on Yelly Klassen. Good start for Snakebite, a 14-dart opening salvo. He then got it to 2-0 before the Dutchman came clawing back. Both players averaging a ton plus through 4 legs. Right here on 16, and yes, double 8, picture perfect. Terrific response from Klassen, though. The massive 1-3-8 checkout for 3-all. Anything you can do, I can do better, said the Scotsman, collecting his darts here on a 133 finish of his own. That was to hold. This double 20 was to break. A 13-darter. Full marks to the Dutchman, though. He fought back, leveled the match at 5 on this beauty. The 86 checkout on Bullseye, bam! But Wright would hold on in the decider. He wins a thriller, 6-5 your final. Ted Evans facing Titus Canick and playing with all kinds of confidence. He posted some enormous averages in the UK qualifiers last night. He did qualify for ET1, and he tossed in a 9-darter as well. And he carried on this afternoon. This double 3 for 3-0, 2 13-darters and a 14-darter. Wow. 21 years old on top of the world. Canick would win the next 2, but this double 8 solidified Evans' control at 5-3. He'd close it out with the big fish for handshakes. A 170 checkout, a 102 average, and a first round W for Super Ted. Harry Ward taking on Eddie Dootson. Nice 140 here, but Dootson was throwing well too. He leveled the match at 2. Never more than a leg in this one until late. Ward would hold in the 9th leg, double 16, and then break throw next. Big H wins it, a close one, 6-4 your final. As we take a look at some other first-round results, courtesy at Live Darts, Big John Henderson, Madars Rasma, Andy Bolton all victorious, Jose de Souza upsetting Luke Humphreys, Devin Peterson, Jamie Lewis, and Brendan Dolan also among those advancing. Luke Jones letting us know that it was a great start for Gerwyn Price, fired in a 101 average in his 6-4 victory victory over Marco Kantola. Ice, ice, baby. Gabrielle Clemens all square with Nathan Derry. Both players averaging high 90s. Derry would make it 4 apiece on double 10. Back and forth they went, but how about this? The German with a showstopper. The 1-4-2, 60 bullseye, double 16. Absolutely clutch. Make the final 6-4. Gaga with a 102 average, and Derry acknowledges the German Giants' fine performance with a thumbs up sign right here. Good tilt, that one. How's this for a first-round draw? JDZ and the Asp, Jeffrey Desvaughn taking on a red-hot Nathan Aspinall. Both players finding the red bit frequently. Nice maximum here from the Black Cobra, but Aspinall in the zone. This double 9 made it 4-1. He would eventually close it out with a stellar 155 checkout for handshakes. 6-4 your final. We can also tell you that Alan Norris got by Robert Owens 6-4, a nice result for Chuck. Okay, into round 2 now, and how about Jamie Hughes? Yaza doing a number on Adrian Lewis, out to an early 3-0 advantage. Pinpoint here on tops for 4-0. 2 13 darters, 2 14 darters, good for a 111 average, on fire. How about this then? The 118 checkout from Black Country. Yes, for Yaza, clobbers jackpot convincingly, 6-1. Hughes averaging a whopping 106.3. Highlight reel checkout here from Rob Cross. The 148 to level his encounter with Jose de Souza, who, remember, beat Luke Humphreys. De Souza playing well. They'd go blow for blow. Tied at 4 against the darts. Voltage would nail this timely 180, which helped him secure a break. He'd then close it out as he says, "No way, Jose." De Souza can play, but Cross nipped it at the end. 6-4 your final. The Rob Cross fan page was over the moon. Cross has beaten Jose de Souza, averaging a brilliant 104, it tweeted, noting that their man had 2 180s and that 148 finish in the opening leg. High flying indeed. We'll classify these second round results as stunners. Devin Peterson bouncing Bully Boy 6-3, a major scalp for the African Warrior. How about Super Ted? Survived a snake bite to win a nail biter, 6-5, the world number 3 eliminated. We also got this in the second round, the profile shot of Ryan Searle's throw, up a break on Kyle Anderson. He'd consolidate that on tops, a brilliant 11 darter. He'd then break again for 5-2, and it was Searle the Pearl, your winner. Josh Payne focused for his showdown with Darius Labanauskas, pin double 8 for a 3-1 lead. He'd cruise from there. 6-2 your final. What a run for Payne. Qualified for both ET1 and ET2 last night, and now this into a board final. As were these two. Round of 32 now, board finals. Luke Woodhouse and Ian White shaking hands before battle. The Diamond got out quicker. This double 8 made it 2-0, dead center. He then capitalized on Woodhouse misses with this 97 checkout, good for 3-1. Smooth sailing from there, 6-2. He wins comfortably. The stylings of both Steve Beaton and Joe Cullen on display in this board final, and Rockstar will get his encore. This double 5 made it 4-2. It was close, but he would not relinquish the advantage. At 5-4, this double 18 would do it. Beats the bronzed Adonis for a third straight time, averaging 95 in the process. 9 darter alert, reported Bet365. Scott Baker hitting his first perfect leg as a PDC player. Well done to the mod. He does toss the 9, but he loses the match to Chizzy. Running down some other winners with at live darts. James Wade and Max Hopp, the standouts. The Machine averaging 102.4 in beating Christoph Ratajski, while the German averaged 103 in knocking out ruthless James Richardson. Last 16 now, Ryan Searle up against Joe Cullen and up a break, and then clutch on 80. Single, double for 5-3. Rockstar had squandered chances there. Searle the Pearl takes it, 6-4 your scoreline. How about Chizzy? Down a break, but hitting back-to-back 180s, had a shot at the 9, wouldn't get it, but he did level the affair at 4. He then fired in another maximum, followed with a 72 checkout, treble 12, double 18. Even still, Voltage was right there with him and took it all the way to a decider, where the man in yellow held his nerve and held on for a 6-5 decision. He averaged 103 and his quarterfinal bound. At Bet on Sport, providing the last 8 matchups, Ian White plays the Iceman, James Wade meets Chizzy, then it's Gaga versus Big John, Ryan Searle takes on the Dutchman Danny Noppert, Gerwyn Price with a nice 105 to leave 120, already dominating the Diamond 5-2. He then nailed the Shanghai, climbing the ladder, tops good, he liked it and why not, a 6-2 winner and into the semifinals. Similar story for Dave Chisnall, the man in yellow in complete control against James Wade. Wadey did stay in it by pinning his favorite double 10 here for 5-3, but that's all he would get. Chizzy takes it, 6-3 your final. Your other winners, Gabrielle Clemens 6-4 over John Henderson, and Danny Noppert by the same score over Ryan Searle. All right, semifinals, best of 13. We pick up our first clash with Chizzy having won 4 on the spin for 4-3, but Gerwyn Price, who took the first 3, gave it some here as he broke back to level. He then did this, the 108 checkout pressure darts. Chizzy was sitting on tops. A surge from the Welshman, 4 on the bounce for an impressive 7-4 result. He closed it out with a whopper, a 136 finish. Danny Noppert facing Gabrielle Clemens in her other semi, and look at this, 4th leg, leading 2-1, and on the 9-darter, and yes, fantastic darts, applauded Max McLaughlin, providing evidence of our second perfect leg of the day. Scott Baker had one earlier. Of course, Ted Evans and Ricky Evans tossed in 9-darters last night. It's raining perfect legs on the PDC. Fantastic 9-dart finish, said Dennis Obst. Congratulations. Well done, Danny. You've got to give it to the German, though. He stayed in there, took out 25 here after Noppy messed around in the madhouse. That made it 3-2. Then at 5-all, he came up clutch on the 85 finish, double 9 good, and that was the difference. Gaga wins 7-5, which set up our best of 15 finale. Gerwyn Price v. Gabrielle Clemens, a win for the German, would mark his first ever PDC title. But the Iceman cometh in a big way. He dropped the first leg, but then stormed back with darts like these, took 4 on the spin, averaging 115 through 5 legs, a 12, a 13, and 2 14 darters. Go on, said Hannah, tweeting out some muscle emojis. She was cheering on Gezzy, and he was blazing away too. But class from the Giant. Found a break to stop the rot. Tops good to keep it close. He actually got it back to 6-4, but the price was right today. An 8-4 victory, had 4 180s. Last couple of weeks I've been playing really well, he said. Today, a 109 average. It's fantastic. His key to success: I've given up social media, he admitted. My partner runs it, so my mind is clear. So impressed by Gerwyn Price in 2019, said Josh's Dartistry. He's throwing some fabulous darts, and he shrugged off that DRA controversy superbly, playing the best darts of his life right now. And that he is, close to a 110 average in the final, his 5th PDC title, and his first since that infamous win over Gary Anderson at the Grand Slam. It's cold in Barnsley. How cold? Ice cold today on High Roller Radio.